All right, everybody. Welcome to the finals of the EarthBound SuperSeries Boogey Percent series. My name is Temple. I'll be your host today. This is going to be a race from this naming screen until acquiring the fly honey after Boogie Tent. It's a race category similar to Magus Percent, Paladin Percent. You may be actually I should introduce our racers. We have artsncrofts here, the 5th seed. RJsmangit, the 3rd. You may be asking yourself, how do we get here? Well, let's see. There's our bracket. So, round 1 was a wild card match, or wild card matches. We had Maladroid versus Classic James. Classic James went on that one. Second match was Hannibal versus Shay. Shay won that one. Hannibal won that one. So round 2, we kind of got to it. Myself and Classic James, RJ Airfram, Hunter Hannibal, and then Gerdo Arts. I won that one. Obviously RJ beat Airfram. Hunter beats Hannibal, and Arts beats Gordo. We go to the semis. This was a fun race. RJ beat me by about 4 seconds on that one. And then Arts beat Hunter, and Hunter is a formidable foe, so it's a tough semis there. But we get to the end here. RJ Arts. So yeah, there's our bracket. We went through group stage before that to get to where we were. So this is where we are. Today on commentary we have Erythium and Hunter. Welcome, Erythium and Hunter.
Hello there, everyone.
How's it going?
I hope everybody's excited for this as we are.
Oh, it's okay. We don't need timers. All right, looks like we are off. All right, to start this, we get a nice 1-minute-and-8-second cutscene where we get to contemplate what's going to happen, what kind of RNG we're going to deal with. I don't know that I heard it before. I would like to give a special shout out to Erythium that I'm commentating with. He was the 2018 series champion. Beat me 2-1. I still think about it day to day, but here we are trying to be friends, right, man?
Absolutely.
Let me see if I can speed Erythium up, or Arts up on my side. I kind of want to give a shout out to these guys as well. artsncrofts just took the Boogey World record with the first 102. You can see, actually on the multi-twitch, you can see it. He has the first world record in Boogey that is a 102. So congrats to him. But not to be understated, RJ also got 2 Boogie PBs earlier this week, and they weren't even in Boogie. They were actually in Glitchless, which is requires a few extra seconds of additional equips and things like that. So both of them are definitely on the top of their game right now, and I'm expecting a great series.
I'd say the best part about Boogie Percent is you really don't know what to expect. The run is not over until it is over.
Yes, 100%. Because the first match between Erythium and I in the finale last year, if I'm not mistaken, I was ahead when we did the leveling mashing, and Erythium outmashed me and won that first match by like half a second. So even when you think Boogie is down, the game's over, it's still not over. You still gotta outmash the other person, and I did not. So congrats to Erythium for that. So this first little bit here is just a quick little walk up the hill, talk to Pokey, walk back. No RNG going on there outside of maybe your mom walks in front of you in the house. But you get back to the house, go back to bed. Good game. Game's over. Best speedrun. Easy.
You can definitely tell the experience of a runner by their movement through here, because EarthBound does have a little bit of a weird movement to it. So you'll see that they're going to be doing the most optimized path possible, and they should stay pretty consistent with each other until about 420-ish, when they're getting ready to leave the house, and that's when things are going to get real interesting.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's not a meme. 420 is actually about when the RNG starts. Pokey says, I've lost Picky. Can you help me? Mom, is it okay if I go help Pokey? Yes, but change out of your PJs. Okay, Mom. Thank you. We pick Pokey up. We head for the door. But wait, we get a phone call. We have to answer.
I would love to see one of these runners just take the dog.
King %. Yes, dog comes with us. Yep, they're pretty close. Ooh, RJ's got the entire farm out there. Arts is getting a much more preferable move. We got 3 different types of animals out here. We got dogs, crows, and snakes. Dogs are going to aggro you as fast as they can. Snakes you can get by a motion called stutter stepping, where you're moving just a few frames at a time. And the crows move in a swooping motion, so you can kind of use the terrain to get around them, but it's definitely, it can be a tricky one.
Art's getting a really nice hill climb here. RJ doing a little movement there where he goes to the left, and that will despawn anything to the right.
RJ not getting a bad hill climb either. He does get the onlooker snake, which is a low chance that snake is there. It's not going to bother us at all, at least not in this position. I'm going to go ahead and talk smack to RJ now for that terrible movement to the meteorite. There's a little bit of a joke in the EarthBound community where we try and move Pokey closer to the meteorite because you see Buzz flies to Pokey first. We're talking a very minuscule amount of time save, but yeah, RJ, that I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to try better.
So we're just getting a little bit of backstory here. The RNG3, which is kind of what handles the spawns, is turned off here. So there aren't going to be any enemies on the way down until we get to Starman. And that is a very, very RNG fight. It could end up being 2 rounds or it could be up to 6 rounds. So we'll see whatever runner gets the better Starman.
You'll see them both pick up that bread roll. It's a healing item along the way. Likely to use it in the next section of fights.
So Starman Jr. has a few different moves he can do. He can either be on guard, do a freeze alpha, or a fire alpha or fire beta. And you preferably want to have either on guard or him to do a freeze. A fire takes just a little bit too much time because it has to hit every party.
Good first hit by Buzz on Arts' side though, and an on guard. Starman's got 200 HP, so Arts is more than halfway done. RJ is more than halfway done. Wow, that was an amazing fight by Arts.
That is an incredibly solid time here.
Like for me, I'm happy when I hit Starman at 8:15 or anything like 8. RJ getting a good time too, 7:46. It's a good start to this series.
So RJ getting that maximum HP roll there, that could actually be a little bit helpful in the next part if a Pokepunk decides to charge forward.
I actually don't even know the HP rolls. What did RJ get?
He's got 33 HP. You usually get between 31 and 33.
A little bit of text mashing here with Buzz as he listens, or as he asks you to listen to his final words.
You do have to be careful mashing through text in EarthBound. They do have some of these tricky dialogues where if you're not mashing the correct button, it'll repeat the entire dialogue, and it can take quite a bit of time.
Yeah, it's even better when he said, I'm about to die. Do you want to hear the story again? Yes. Okay, so the story. He lives on for just a little bit longer.
So Art's going to be heading into the zoo here. I call it the zoo because there's a good chance of quite a few different spawn plates that can happen.
There they were, a dog and a snake. And a crow, but he's going to use the swooping motion to get around it. Very nice, well done. Go into this hidden house, get a defense item. We'll equip it for all of about 30 seconds, then we'll sell it. Looks like RJ's walk was much cleaner.
Yeah, that should save him a little bit of time there on Arts.
Yeah. Josh Berger.
RJ doing a nice little movement there where you just go down left a step and you can talk to the kid from a distance.
I didn't do that movement until Erythian suggested it. I was like, fine. Now I love it.
So both runners are going to be doing a little bit of shopping here. The current equipment we have is not going to be good enough to fight the upcoming enemies, so we're actually going to buy a new bat, a new hat, and a cheap bracelet. Now we picked up the Mr. Baseball cap in order to sell that back to get enough money to buy a cheap bracelet because the Mr. Baseball cap only offers 1 extra defense bonus, so you would much rather have the cheap bracelet, which I believe is 5.
That's correct, yes. Alright, so Arts is hoping not to get too many charge forwards. He's going to go ahead and hedge his bets and eat that bread roll. Alright, let's see how RJ handles Pogo 1. Nice clean fight. Only took one hit.
Both runners grabbing the fruit juice.
Art's not taking any hits against Pogo 2. Very nice.
You need to fight both of these pogo punks because they give you just enough experience that you're going to level up on Frank, and you definitely need that extra damage output on top of the life up that you.
So Arts is going to start the fight against Frank. Pretty much anytime he gets hit, he's going to heal next turn. Opting to go with the life ups. Frank has 63 HP, so we're looking at about 5 hits on average to take him down.
Frank can definitely be a scary fight because he can do a really high roll, and if you have a low HP roll, you won't be able to outmash his next. So not a great fight for Arts, but he did get through it.
Cool thing about Frankenstein is it is kind of a semi-scripted fight, so we always know if it's an odd turn number, he's not going to attack us. The question mark is on the even turn numbers, whether or not it's going to be an easy hit like that one was for 14 HP, or a much heavier hit that might hit for 30 or 35. But that smash was nice, getting Frankenstein down for Arts. RJ had 24 HP, took mortal damage, but was able to mash out and start the life up. A cool little mechanic that we take advantage of in the EarthBound speedrunning. Alright, and both runners are through Frankenstein with a very respectable time. I would imagine both of them will take the heal here, and I would imagine both of them to stock up on burgers before going to Giant Step. But first, we gotta say hi to the Onet Mayor, who will give us a key to the shack to get to Giant Step. And he only says hi after you've defeated Frankenstein and gotten rid of the town bullies.
So Arts is pulling out money here to buy burgers. You can kind of keep track of how many you have based on how many you've used on Frank. It is usually 5 plus the amount of burgers you used on Frank, and I think he used 1 or 2, so we should need to buy 6 or 7.
So yep, both runners filling up on burgers. Art's maintaining that slight lead, about 20-25 seconds.
So this is the next big RNG segment here. They both need to grind to level 8, which is roughly 22 slugs, and you just don't know if you're going to get any slugs. So it's really just a grind fest for the moment, and he may get a really good grind, or he may lose a little bit of time here to RJ. We won't know until we see what happens.
I do see that Arts, and I believe RJ will as well, use a new tactic that was just found recently, developed by Erythium, to where you get the rat stuck on the cliff right there, and you can just kind of spawn that plate with just the rat showing, which means the rat won't spawn again, and your only chance of getting a spawn would be the slugs. Really cool find, Erythium.
RJ not having the best of luck here getting his first pack. You can kind of tell if a pack spawns because you'll notice the screen kind of slows down just a little bit and you'll see it kind of shake some, and that's kind of how they know if there's something.
Yes, there's a lot of lag reading in this game, for sure. Alright, I'm going to try my best to keep count of the slugs. So Erythium is starting 5 through 8, and RJ is finishing 1 through 4. There's a few different tactics you can do here. I'm not sure if they will do 16 here and try to get a 6-pack on the 3rd floor that can spawn, or try to get all 22 here, be it 6 of the 4-packs, so you'd end up with 24 total, or some other option I'm not even aware of. We'll find out. Arts is fighting 9 through 12, RJ is fighting 5 through 8.
Now, every one of these battles has a 1 out of 128 chance for a bomb drop. It's not required, but it is a nice luxury to have.
And if you're familiar with the manipulation in the game, we actually plan and spawn 2 128 chance bombs back to back. Very convenient for the game. Alright, with this, Erythium will be, Arts will be done with 16, and RJ will be done with 12. And Arts is going to keep farming here, at least for a little bit. Ooh, that was a quick find for RJ. So Arts is now at 20, and RJ is fighting 16.
They're staying pretty consistent, which is interesting.
Wow, nice, Arts. Arts is going to go for 24. This is the last pack. There is kind of one thing we're going to try and look at when they get the level up to level 8, and it's the amount of offense they get. Because we're trying to get at least 24 offense. Makes it easier. We can one-shot Antoids without even having to take the fight. And as I was blabbering, I missed it. Did you get to see?
Offense up by 6, so he does for sure have at least 24.
Yeah, he's got 25 or more at that point. Art's found slugs up there that he actually doesn't want now because he's got enough. RJ's at 20. And RJ is starting his last pack. You may wonder why we just go ahead and decide to farm on the first floor rather than taking anything else along the way. Because some of the black specks along the way are no longer slugs. They're actually very dangerous Antoids. And so rather than risk the chance that they are not what we need, we opt to take the first floor fights. RJ went up by 4, so I can't remember. Is that actually safe or I'm not sure. He's either got 23 or 24, I believe, at this point.
So Arts did get a cookie drop. He'll have to be kind of cautious about that.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't drop it before the fight. Alright, so the first ant fight, we're going to lead with some Rockins. Magnet is not what we want to see. Meanwhile, RJ's in trouble. Red swirled by a 6-pack. I think both of those rolls for Arts was kind of low. I think we're at like 110 out of about 230 HP. So he's got some work to do. He's probably just going to heal every time he takes a hit. That's why he filled up on all those burgers.
So shield actually halves all the damage, and it takes 3 turns to get rid of, or 1 smash. You really don't want to see Ant put up a shield. He at least got off enough damage that he's pretty close.
This ant fight's been kind of rough for Arts. He's still alive, but he's gone through a lot of burgers. Alright, the shield's gone, and the shield comes back. Great. Oh, and the smash. And the gut save. What?
Titanic Ant down.
Wow. Alright, so I want to talk about that mechanic there. Ant should have killed Arts, but there's a mechanic in this game called gut saving, which is basically just a random small chance that the mortal damage you should have been dealt actually just rolls you down to 1 and stops. So he got very lucky with that. Meanwhile, RJ took another red swirl Antoid fight, so I'm not sure how his burger situation's looking, but he's going to start his fight against the ant. $70, just slightly below average, but that's okay.
RJ playing a little risky, going for the double rockin' up front.
Oh, and a 90. Alright, so the ant's got about 75 HP left. And both runners
Oh,
getting
and the
smashed.
outspeed too.
Wow. I don't even know if he did any damage during that. I kind of missed that part.
He's at right around 150-ish, 160.
Alright, shield's gone. Come on. And ant is down. Alright. GG, RJ. So, our next fight is against the police of Onet. They got upset that we were in Giant Step without their permission. They want to teach us a thing or two. So before that, Arts is going to get a few extra burgers for healing purposes.
So Arts actually pulled out all of his money earlier instead of pulling out just 100, which is really all you need, so that he doesn't have to go back to the ATM to pull out more money, and he can just stop by, buy the burgers, and...
Yes, I love that strategy myself. If you're gonna go full burgers, you're gonna withdraw that money. Withdraw it all at once. So the cops can be scary because it's 4 of the same battle back to back. You don't get to prepare for any of the next battles. And then you have Captain Strong at the very end, which can be a very, very deadly fight.
And I believe it's a 1 out of 8 chance to get a burger drop from the cops, which is really useful if you're kind of low. but you can never count on it.
Art's definitely not wanting that outspeed there on the life up. There is Tucson Manip, but that is not allowed in Boogie percent. You're not allowed to Manip in Boogie percent. So this is all true RNG at this point.
Arts is not having a good time with the cops here.
No, that's 2 life up outspeeds that he didn't want. General rule of thumb, if you're in the low to mid 50s, you're going to heal with a burger. If you're probably in the low to mid 30s, you're going to heal with a life up. So Arts definitely would want to have 20 psychic points going into strong, and he's already down to that. So let's see. I think he's going to push the burgers as much as he can.
RJ actually admitted shopping, so this will save him a little bit of time on art.
Ooh, I like it. Arts with a very preemptive hamburger use.
Every runner kind of has their threshold. Some people will heal below 50, some people will heal below 55. When you do burgerless, you kind of have to set the bar a little bit lower to try to get off more offense, but you do tend to play a little bit more risky here. Now, RJ, I think he's out of burgers now, has 2 life ups he can use. He could choose to use more and just go for a single rockin' or just try to bash out strong, and Arts just died. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, that was an unfair death, where he got smashed by strong for over 60 HP. And the fact that, I mean, the rockin' isn't guaranteed to kill. 2 rockins are not guaranteed, and he got very unlucky on the damage rolls. So I definitely feel for that, but now we get to talk about the great aspect of this game, which is, hey, you killed 4 cops and died to strong, you get to fight all those cops again.
So RJ's got 33 HP, 1 cop, and only 21 psychic points. It's looking like he's probably just gonna have to bash out strong, but we'll see what he
Man, I've watched 3 life up outspeeds so far. I probably missed one. Four. Good grief.
Yeah, this is getting a little scary here.
Luckily, Arts has plenty of money to withdraw to get a few more burgers. Did RJ even get 1 rockin' off? I actually missed that.
No, he's just gonna bash it out because he doesn't have enough psychic points.
That's mortal. 2 strong
no.
deaths. I've been there, I've done that. I know both these runners are very frustrated at this point.
Unfortunately, with auto fight, it'll actually determine the move you're going to use before you take that damage, so it doesn't really give you enough time to life up.
Oh, I wonder if that's what he was thinking. I was wondering why he wasn't just going for another life up. I kind of forget that that's a thing with auto fight, honestly.
guess RJ wanted to check the mail before he went along.
You never know. Maybe the mail's like, hey, you don't have to do this anymore. Go straight to Tucson.
Nice smash on the cop.
Oh. Unexpected butterfly for RJ. Butterflies give back 20 psychic points to each of the characters that have psychic abilities. But he was full on psychic points, so that was a waste of time, unfortunately.
So Arts has a high enough offense, he can actually 2-hit cops now.
Oh, wow. And still outspeed on healing turns. Perfect. Is Arts out of burgers? He's getting really aggressive with his life up. Alright, Arts is gonna start the fight against Strong once more. Just gonna mash it out for a little bit. Keep an eye on that HP. Save him for life ups if needed. Otherwise, he might do a rocking towards the end. We'll find out. Nope, he's gonna go all life ups. Alright. Strong is down and Arts is out of O-Net. I'm sure he is sighing a lot of relief right now. Ooh, and a very nice smash by RJ. Cops have 75 HP, so typically a smash will one-shot him. Very nice. Now he gets to go on to Strong. For those that don't know, Strong's got 140, so that's what we're looking for with the two Rockins. 104. Wow. As long as this one hits... And Strong is down. Alright, both runners are now out of O-Net. Arts is gonna jump in the department store here, withdraw the rest of his money, and save on the phone so that we can do a death warp in about 10 minutes or so. Wherever you die, you respawn back at the last save point, which for us will be right here.
So I believe both runners are right around the same spots they were when they started. They're still about 1:20 apart, which isn't bad. That can change really quickly with the upcoming air.
Arts having to take a dogfight. Kind of came out of nowhere behind that tree. Luckily, this is an animal you're supposed to fight at level 1, so just a one hit real quick. Just a nuisance.
RJ RJ having a little bit of unfortunate luck there getting in.
Arts is talking to Apple Kid, who's going to ask for food and money. Like the best friend in the world. In exchange, he'll help you along your way. And Boogey% will only use his inventions one time, but it's definitely needed. Art's finding a butterfly along the way. That's good. He's probably going to need one more. Definitely going to need one more along the way to get back to max psychic points. These caves here, they're kind of frustrating in a way because oftentimes an enemy will spawn right outside the door, and there's nothing you can do other than despawn through the door. So not really a lot of skill there. Just kind of taking what the game gives you. Arts is going to make his way up here, then turn right back around. He has loaded the pencil into memory and can do the next story trick.
So if you do load the pencil in, but you die before you make it back, you actually have to walk back to this cave and then leave it in order for the phone call to
Yeah, that is a kind of a weird thought there. There's the phone call. Apple Kid says, I've got something great for you. Let's go find him. Arts could have taken that butterfly there, but he knows that there are a lot of spawns along the way, and that one just not quite enough in his path that he wants it.
Cowboy hat kid playing defense.
RJ meeting a UFO, needing to despawn that. RJ could have walked around those enemies, however, if you did, there's a very high chance that the UFO swoops in your way and kills you. I would know nothing about this, but it could happen.
I believe where that UFO was, it may have been stuck though, but it's not worth taking that risk in a, Boogie tournament final.
I actually didn't notice that they were stuck, but yeah, I mean, that is an opportunity, if you will. Meanwhile, Arts did find his second butterfly, so he is ready to take on Peaceful Rest Valley, the next section here.
I believe these enemies are only like an 8% chance to spawn.
It's 8% 100% of the time. RJ trying to decide what to do. He saw the enemies at the top of the screen. Tried to make it across the street. The dog aggroed him, so he had to go around some trees to get him stuck.
So Arts is heading into probably the most volatile area in this run. You have a very, very high chance of getting pincered here, so you have to kind of pay attention to what you're doing. You don't want to put yourself in that position where you have to fight something, because odds are you're probably going to die or lose a bunch of time.
Yes, you actually see him taking a second there, trying to see an enemy at the earliest time and despawn back up if needed. Doing some weird movements here. That's actually to minimize the amount of spawns that are in the way. The spawn triggers are kind of a little funky right through there, and having that game knowledge is helping him out a little bit. I don't know what the dance was right there, though. Haven't seen that one before. But hey, that's PRV.
Overall, that was a really solid PRV.
Oh yeah, I would take that.
RJ having some really unfortunate luck over here. Hasn't even made it to the pencil yet. Hopefully his luck will turn around.
RJ contemplating those sprouts, seeing if they could get them. Yeah, it would have been a close one, so he's just deciding to play it safe and despawn them.
So Arts is doing some more shopping here. Now the enemies have gotten a bit stronger, so we need to upgrade the equipment. So he's going to be buying the Sandlot Bat and the Holmes Hat. And he's going to be fighting cultists. Now cultists are, by themselves, not a dangerous enemy, but they do call for help. And if they call for help, you could have yourself a really bad time. And it looks like RJ is now pincer. He's going to have to choose which fight to take.
Yep, that's one of the great things about PRV. Even if you are feeling you're on your A game and you're despawning as fast as possible, it still may not matter. There may still be enemies behind you. Luckily, he gets through it though, using a quick rockin', knowing he could probably find a butterfly along the way to get all those psychic points back. Meanwhile, Arts is about to start the shack fight, as we call it. We got 2 cultists and a crow. The cultists have 94 HP, and they can call for help. So we're going to try and get rid of them as fast as possible before they start calling their buddies in. And before you know it, you're on cultist G. Meanwhile, RJ got in a fight with a sprout that was hiding behind a tree. This game is not fair for him, man. But I did like that move around the UFO. Art's getting a 2 rockin' battle. That's pretty much par for the course. That's what we're looking for. It's very rare to get a 1 turn, and we definitely don't want it to go longer than the 2 turns that he got. RJ knows that tree that was aggroing him is a bit slower than he is, so he's able to just walk around it and keep going, and then get it stuck on the next available terrain. RJ is pincered again with UFOs. He's trying to go south so he can despawn the north, so he can go north and despawn the south. And it worked! So RJ is through PRV. Art's walking through the happy maze here.
RJ is having some of the worst RNG I have ever seen.
With enemy movements, yeah, for sure. And there's that call for help.
Typically, if you get a call for help, you just rock him and try to get rid of him. It's not worth trying to bash it out because they can still call for help again.
So Art's finished the fight at 2 psychic points, but his life ups actually got him to 10, and I know he is quite excited for that because you want to use 1 rocket on Carpainter, and now he is able to, so that's some good news.
So Carpainter is a scripted fight. He has 2 sets of 3 moves. He's always going to do a lightning, a life up, and then a bash, and then he's going to do a lightning, a shield, and then a bash, and then he'll just rinse and repeat. So you can kind of keep an eye on where you're at and know when to heal. but you really need the reflex to hit. If you don't get any reflex, the chances of winning is very slim.
Yeah, the only time you can take any damage is on those bash attacks. The lightning's actually a great thing, a great aid for you. Alright, pretty clean fight. Looks like RJ got the same 2-rockin' fight against the cultists at the shack, so that's good. So RJ is going to make his way to take care of Carpainter. In the meantime, Arts is going to get Paula, and we'll do the death warp to get back to Tucson and not have to go through PRV again. RJ, okay. I was thinking he might take that butterfly, but he decided against it. RJ getting a call for help as well, so he's going to pull out the rockin'.
We could see Arts here dropping his equipment. You definitely want to drop this here because you are going to death warp back, and you want to take as much damage as possible, but you want to keep the fat just in case you run into anything you need to kill.
75 HP. Erythium, what would you do in this instance?
Anything over 80 HP, I'd go for PRV, but anything less, the mole is fine. The mole can hit up for 60 something damage.
So you'd go mole?
Absolutely.
I'd actually start thinking about the bear at this point.
The bear takes too long to get to, since it doesn't spawn into the opposite side of the cave.
Yeah. Alright, so Arts is going mole. I like it. Meanwhile, RJ's having... He's at 17 HP, so yeah, he definitely needs to heal before the attack turn comes. Generally around 23 HP. If you're going to take mortal and you don't have at least 23, you're going to die before you can get that healing item off. Back to 17 again. And RJ's in trouble. Please outspeed or miss. Oh no! RJ died to Carpainter.
Unfortunate death.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to walk all the way back to Happy from Tucson.
Good news is, A, it's not over, and B, if it were to be over, this is the best 2 out of 3. So RJ could come back and win the second and third and actually be the champ. But looks like he's gonna continue on as is and hope that Arts gets into some trouble either in Winters or with the Boogey Tent. Both of which could easily happen. So in the meantime, Arts is going to be doing a few minutes of just storyline plot. Shouldn't really be any enemies unless he finds a stray one on the road. So I'm going to be focusing mostly on RJ myself. Going back through PRV. Definitely wants that butterfly. So take that. Wow, I thought he was safe with that too. So he thought the sprout would get stuck on the tree, but the sprout aggroed him before he got to the tree, and so it got around to the left of it. Unfortunate, but manageable, as they are both dead. Oh, and a free croissant. In PRV, there are 3 locations where a butterfly spawn is expected. I want to say it's 95% chance. It's definitely way up there. So RJ knew that he would get to this one instead, and so he didn't need to take the other one. Actually, he might. He's not actually at full psychic points yet, so he might have actually should have taken the other one, but looks like he's just going to go forward with it at 27. Which isn't the biggest deal in the world because he's already down the cultist, so he's just got to fight Car Painter. But in despawning, another one showed up, so now we're back to full.
I'd personally say the time it takes to get the butterfly, or to get 2 anyway, doesn't equate to the amount of time you're going to save having extra rockins.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that he had defeated the cultist, so actually I do agree with you on that.
He could just do pro gamer strats and first turn rocket and hope for a double.
I mean, if I had 3 rockins, I definitely would consider it.
So EarthBound has an interesting mechanic where you cannot hand people items from the other side of the desk. You actually have to walk around and give them the item. And that's a really awkward thing to do.
Oh, he's got 4 rockins. Oh, wow. And he's not going to use any of them. Okay. Oh, maybe he's waiting on that HP to lower. Well,
yeah, but
that's
I
as
don't
close
think
as it's going to
your
get.
goes up.
Meanwhile, Arts is on the Jazzy Party Bus 2-3.
So his HP is a little bit high. We'll see if he decides to do the mole strat or go to PR.
No left side bus. Sorry, Erythium.
So Threed Graveyard is definitely the second most volatile area in the game, though it isn't as consequential as dying to PRV because you just start back here where you get dropped off.
I didn't know what that fly was about to do. So even though Art's made it here, this bend right back to the south can be very scary, but it is not. Therefore, he is pretty much home clear. Can we get a no problem here? Are we gonna get a no problem here? Come on, come on. Yes, no problem here.
He did it.
The game never expects that you're able to catch her and talk to her, so it's just a fun little thing we do. I think RJ's had a good mole fight. Oh, and then the gut save. Great. Alright. Death Warp to Tucson. Meanwhile, Arts is going to Winters, and we're going to meet the best character in the game, Erythium. I think you're on my team with this. Right?
Yep.
Yay! We're going to go meet Jeff, a nerdy kid with a lot of firepower. So both sides here are doing some plot advancement. Not too much going on here. We'll kind of explain the, I guess, the thoughts with the lockers here, but Tony's joining Jeff. Tony said, I can get you out of the boarding school and you can go save your friends. Even though I'm your best friend. Don't forget that.
Jeff he has like the best teacher ever. I mean, he gives you a key to open the locker and everything, but oh wait, it doesn't work.
And you go back and he's like, ha! What do you know? I thought that would happen. Here you go.
Tell you what, the guy's a mad scientist. I mean, in the time it took you to check that locker, he built this machine for you. I think we should have hired him instead of Apple Kid to build the face distorter.
That would have been a good idea. So you get the pop gun and the Holmes hat, two equipment items, so that you don't die as solo Jeff.
RJ almost slipped up there and got that photo trick.
Oh no, I didn't notice. If you're new to EarthBound speedrunning, one of the biggest headaches we have is this bubble monkey right here. Why do you ask? Because when we try to avoid and slip by enemies, sometimes Bubble Monkey just stops, and the enemies catch Bubble Monkey, who is part of your party, and starts the fight. So at this point, Art has a free walk to Tessie. Bubble Monkey did nothing wrong. Right.
So some runners will choose to drop the spray can, and some will choose to keep it. I would say in a race setting, it's probably worth keeping it because if you do die at a boogie tent, you want to have that to be able to sell for the extra money.
Yeah, especially with this lead, I like the idea as well. All right,
So
everyone, it's time to enjoy some Tessie.
that was some nice movement there by Arts, actually putting Bubble Monkey to the left of him.
RJ with the left side bust.
Left side, best side. So Arts is going to be doing a little movement here. He's going to go down left, and this is going to avoid a 100% spawn plate. Otherwise, you'd get a goat down. Left side bus is when you walk left out of the theater instead of going right. It costs about 1 second, but it's more consistent with not getting stuck or getting the photo trigger, and it's part of the manipulation. So this
Yeah,
is the hardest enemy in Earthbound right here. You are more likely to die to this enemy than any other enemy in the game.
I do like it starting with a miss, though. That's nice.
Jeff is prone to missing the first proto for some reason, and if it happens, the proto could just hit you 3 times in a row and then it's over, and you have to start back off where Tessie dropped you off.
Yeah,
So that was a really clean fight too.
Another tactic they have is they can call for help as well, just like the cultists. So it can get out of hand very fast.
Arts was hoping to set up a duck skip there, but duck isn't cooperating, so it's faster to just take the fight.
Meanwhile, RJ's making his way up to the graveyard. There's a fly guarding the entrance, asking for $10.
It is possible to die the duck. I believe it can actually smash you as well, so that is something
that's
to worry.
a great feeling.
Art's gonna go ahead and grab the croissant here, and he's gonna try to go for the second proto skip. And of course, Bubble Monkey messes it up by stopping. So what he was trying to do is he was trying to get Bubble Monkey to stop, and then he was gonna walk left to draw aggro for it, and then go down left and around it, but Bubble Monkey decided to stop, and there's really nothing you can do. It's complete RNG.
Alright, so Arts has made it through Brick Road. He's got Pond Cave next. I assume he's probably going to take this fairly safe. I think he's aware of the lead he has at the moment. Oh no, he's going to stutter. Okay. Giving us a show. I like it.
Pretty clean first room.
Alright, he's taking it a bit more cautiously on the rest of the spawn plate so far. out that bottle rocket. And then use Bubble Monkey to get the rope. He's got a few extra.
items.
He's got so many items, he doesn't know where the bubble gum is. Well, that was cool. I definitely thought that mushroom would aggro him, but shows how much I know.
That was right there on the edge, too.
Walking through Stonehenge, and he is now at the Southern Lab.
So Andonaut's here, wins Father of the Year award. He's like, oh hey, you're my son, haven't seen you in 10 years. Why don't you take this and scram? Adios.
You know how to fly, right? Go fly. Okay, Dad. Thanks.
It shouldn't crash, you know. Don't worry about it. It's fine, it's perfectly safe.
I actually forgot the line. Let's get back together in another 10 years. Thanks, Dad. See you later. So this is a Skyrunner. It's almost a 2.5 minute cutscene. So Arts gets to keep an eye on RJ during this time. Maybe grab a quick glass of water in preparation for Boogey Tent. RJ at least getting a clean northern winter's walk, making his way to Tessie. Art's touring the multiple cities and areas along the way that we will not see in Boogey Percent. Identified something as a UFO. Is it still a UFO? I don't know that identifying it as a UFO can make it not a UFO. I think we need like an actual identification.
I'd say identifying it as an unidentified object is still considered unidentified.
Yeah. That's just my opinion. Boom! Oh, we crashed.
Hey guys, I'm here. Can I join your party? No? Did you just call me here to make fun of?
Yeah. Fun fact, you actually can say no, and that's about how it goes. But don't you ever say no to Jeff. Not a one of y'all ever say no. Arts is hoping that there are no enemies right outside this grave. Quick check. You're good. Come over here. Get a teddy bear. Teddy bears take a 75% chance of taking a hit that would normally hit Ness, Paula, or Jeff. So we're really hoping that an item, a physical attack from Boogey Tent hits the teddy bear instead. Oh, and we're going to safety save. All right. So he knows he's got a sizable lead, and he's going to make sure he does not lose that. No benefit to saying no to Jeff, especially not in a speed run, because that just wastes time. You end up having like it's just a loop until you actually say yes. Skip sandwich.
He had to have done that for the meme.
Alright, Boogie's got 579 HP. And we're gonna just hope it's all done by a big bottle rocket. Ooh. It was not.
254 is not a great roll. You gotta kind of hope for some high rockin' rolls here.
Oh no, what happened to RJ? A proto fight? Okay. Art says down, Boogie tent. So he's got about a minute of mashing, and the timing will end when he collects the fly honey. But at this point, there's almost no chance he doesn't win.
GG to Arts. And man, this is some unfortunate luck for RJ here.
Yeah, hopefully RJ is getting it all out of the way now, and he's going to have great luck the next match. Reminder, this is best 2 out of 3, so RJ still has a chance to win it all. $112.49.99. Which is still a fairly respectable time, but I know that Arts is not happy with that at the moment. I assume he's happy to just have the first win.
Ooh,
RJ
fresh
getting
egg drop.
fresh egg. Yeah. If you hold on to the fresh egg long enough, then it will turn into a chick. If you hold that long enough, it'll turn into a chicken. Wow, just eat the fresh egg. That's cool, whatever. No chicken strats here.
Nice
Space Bubble
get there.
Monkey, yeah, got past that second proto fight.
We'll see how his pawn cave goes.
Ooh, an aggressive stutter around those enemies. Looks like it might pay off. Gotta see what's in the second room. Also, this sub-pixel garbage that he's trying to get through. You can't stutter the mushroom, but it has such a small aggro radius that he was okay. So the mushrooms on the right are safe. Those are safe. They'll get stuck on the wall because they're just aggroing straight to Jeff. They don't know what walls are. They get stuck there. But you have to despawn any that are on the left or on the north side of that rope.
So it looks like we're just gonna go ahead and set up for the next raid.
Yeah. Fortunately, there's no timing benefit to RJ finishing it. Overall time's not considered. It's just win-loss. So he's cool with the forfeit counting as his loss and starting the second one. Are we able to get that counter updated on the wins for each or not? Ah, excellent. There it is. Arts 1, RJ 0. Let's see what this next match has for it. I didn't even notice that Arts was over there glitching out the game. If you talk in the corner of the tent there, it can produce some kind of weird stuff going on. Most of the time it's just text box, like verbal garbage, if you will, but sometimes you can get warped to other parts of the game, hear weird music, but we're good.
So both runners here are just kind of bouncing the cursor around because it's updating the RNG values every time they move the cursor. And since this is a unmanipulated category, they're just kind of randomizing what RNG they're ending up.
All right, match 2 is now on its way. Again, we get this 1:08 long cutscene. You try to shake off the bad RNG you had in the last match. Think about what you're going to do coming up ahead.
So here we go with race number 2.
Do you expect it to be played kind of similar to the first match, or do you think there's some urgency on RJ's side to try and make something happen here?
I think with that last match, RJ's kind of looking back and he's going to probably really focus and hope that the RNG doesn't mess with him too much this time. I think that that was just a really bad bout of RNG, and this one's going to be a little bit of a table turner for him.
Sounds good. I hope that's the case.
I would also like to see them tie. Who's up for round 4, you know?
Go 1-1-1. Oh gosh. Best 2 out of I don't know. Just first to 2. Y'all decide it out.
Just a little rock, paper, scissors.
Triple overtime. I'm thinking of a number. Arts had a really good walk there. Almost 235. Talk to mom.
235. Did he equip the bat?
I mean, it was a 236, but it was close. So I'm assuming he did.
238 is pretty much the norm for equipping the bat. I'm guessing he didn't. I don't think he has a lead. I didn't pay attention, but I'm guessing he hasn't equipped the bat, which really isn't totally necessary. You can actually do it later after start.
All right, any king percent? Any grab the dog? No? Okay. Show me a distant crow. Ooh, RJ, please. Art's getting a really good stuck dog there. RJ had one of each.
Ooh, Zoom Crow got him. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he should have swung a little wide.
Uh-oh, Arts is in a bit of a pickle here.
Arts has decided to retreat. That dog spawned, and not really much way of getting around him. Good movement with the crow there, though.
So RJ will be a bit of a higher level though, come the Pogo Punks. He will have that slight advantage that he won't have to.
RJ had a really weird dog spawn there, coming out from like the trees at the bottom. Oh, it's game over. That's the pokey pool of dreams right there, RJ. Like
That is
GG.
almost perfect.
Go ahead and give him the point. We'll start match 3 here now.
A perfect pull saves, I think, like almost half a second.
Yeah, you don't come back from that half a second. Obviously kidding, because Starman can do, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds of RNG. That sound about right? Maybe more even. Alright, again, 200 HP, hoping for 2 strong hits from Buzz Buzz. Freeze is decent. Good first hit. And another freeze, excellent. But the low hit.
Good start on there for RJ.
Yeah, but on guard.
So 3-round for RJ, but it's been a fairly quick fight so far.
Yeah, both of them getting a 3-rounder that time. About a 30-second difference at this moment.
And that just goes to show just how much RNG can change between one run and the other. That was a 721 on the first run and an 804 on the second.
Yeah, there were no extra fights for Arts either time. The walk was, I would say, only slightly worse. But Starman has that much variance in it. Alright. To the daylight. And to the main city of Onet.
Nice clean walk there for Arts.
Yeah. It's beautiful. But he got blocked a little bit by that NPC. Withdraw all the money. Buy the bat, the hat, and the bracelet. Oh, sorry. Never mind. I got confused for a second. This weird walk where you, like, almost run into the hospital there, it's actually another one of those despawning trigger points.
Ooh, Arts had to be a little bit careful there. If he had taken that fight, it's only a small chance that he would get a pogo pump. And if he had, it would have been perfectly fine. He could skip the one outside, but if it wasn't, that is an extra fight you really don't want to take.
Yeah, because I would assume you don't get the experience you need, because pogos give the most. I know you wouldn't get the burger you need. I can't remember how close the experience requirement is there.
So these runners really aren't too far apart here.
Yep, one battle. And Art's had a good yes man fight, so he doesn't even have to heal. He's just ready to go.
So he does have 46 HP here. Now, if Frank wanted to, he could come out swinging for about a 27, and that's not a good time there.
He's gotten hit for 7 and 9. He must have some ridiculous HP. Some defense, excuse me.
Got a little lucky there. 21 HP is a little scary to mash out. Ooh, a nice smash.
Yeah, a smash on Frank is always welcome. RJ dealing with some very low offense. I saw he only got an offense up by 1, and so he's only hitting for 13. So this may be a 6-round fight for RJ. Okay, but RJ does get through Frank.
And a smash to finish off Frankenstein as well.
Very nice.
Ooh, and a smash for RJ as well. That could actually save him a little bit of time. Ooh, 2 misses in a row.
Thanks, Ness.
Oh, another miss, too.
3. Please land. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
1 HP to kill off Frankenstein.
Still only about 30 seconds apart.
Yeah, those 3 misses cost a good bit of time for RJ there. If I'm not mistaken, at least one of these runners are out of burgers. Maybe even both.
I think RJ only used 1.
Okay, so he just got a little aggressive on the auto fight then maybe. I know both of them were using auto fight at the end. So as a reminder, if they didn't have any burgers, then they'll buy 8 here. Let's see. Okay, well, Arts just decided to stop at 6. I'm not sure if he was full or not.
It may not seem like it, but it is a small time save not having to use any burgers on.
Okay, both of them just bought 6, so I apologize for my miscount.
So we'll see which runner here has the better RNG for the slug grind. Now it is possible to walk in and actually get 2 4-packs right away.
I guess RJ looked away from the screen for a second, just started walking left. The 29 by Arts. So the slugs have 30 HP, and there's a chance you don't hit for 30. You can hit for, I think I've seen as low as 24 before, but that means the slug now takes 2 hits to kill instead of 1.
Though he does have the benefit of only taking 3 damage per.
Oh yeah, that's very nice.
Now, I think I've only seen it a couple times, and I'm pretty sure you can take 6 damage.
Yeah, 6 is an odd one that I've seen because, like, the base damage you get hit is 5, but then you have a rare 6, and I don't know why like that occurs like on 5 and 6, but not on 4. Not sure if it's a rounding error or what.
RJ over here smashing slugs. He also is only taking 3 damage.
Wow, both runners. That's extremely rare.
Art's not having very good luck there. Took a little bit to get that next pack.
Not entirely sure what RJ's going to do with that mouse afterwards, but find out. Man, RJ's still hitting for 29.
Yeah, I don't think he had a big offense up there. I wonder if either runner's gonna go for a 6-pack this time.
RJ's put to sleep again.
He's just not having it here with this. And a miss.
Alright, so Arts is at 12 slugs, RJ is at 8. Trying to get to at least 22. And so, the last run, they both had some pretty good slug grinds. Here's where it's just a desert. Nothing out there.
I'm guessing RJ assumed because it was so far left that he wasn't actually going to get spawns, but that wasn't the case. That was actually the ideal location, because you can go a bit further left without that mouse aggroing. So, getting through that fight pretty quickly.
Yep, RJ's up to 12. Ooh, offense up by 3. That's going to be really helpful for the next few slugs.
And for those who aren't really noticing there, he's actually spinning circles right there to try to draw the aggro so he doesn't have to go too far. So that's what, 20 for Arts, I think, and 16 for RJ.
Yeah, I think RJ's finishing 16. I missed if Arts is on 20 or 24 now, unfortunately.
That was a 48 with a regular hit. So that's 20 for RJ now.
So the gap has closed a little bit. Ooh, RJ, or excuse me, Arts actually despawned that mouse. I don't think that was intentional. Maybe it was. He's walking a little further.
He may be going for a pack on the second floor.
Alright, well they are both at 20 now. RJ's gonna stick right there and find that last 4-pack.
Who's gonna get first?
Any slugs? Anything at all? Gee, it'd be great if this was manipulated, don't you agree?
Yeah, I don't think it's as fun with manipulation. And Arts takes the lead.
Found a 3-pack, which is actually kind of convenient when you're at 20. You don't need all 4 this time.
RJ having a bit of a dry spell. I did not see his offense up, so I'm sure he's paying attention.
Yeah, I didn't either.
And there it is. So that looks to be either 2 2-packs of Antoids or a 4-pack of slugs there for Art.
Art seeing all those enemies up above, not even going up that rope, and just despawn down below.
Yeah, he kind of felt the lag there. He knows there's a 6-pack up there waiting for him. So RJ got offense up by 2. He is 23 offense.
Not the number you're looking for going on, but it's still doable. So Arts is stuttering them. Not sure if that's just decision or because of 23 often.
You do have to be careful when you try to respawn these rooms because it is possible for one to spawn underneath. So typically, if you can find a pattern you can stutter, you definitely want to at least try for. Alright, RJ has 27 psychic points. I don't believe he needs more. So he's just going to go ahead and go for it.
All right, Art starts the ant fight. Look with that rocking. Again with the magnet. Taking away some psychic points. 90's good, though.
It's a really good start.
A light hit's fine. 76 is decent. And now the shield comes out. Half damage.
And RJ getting into another Antoid fight.
Ah, those suck. Yo. Titanic Ant, slow down. Heavy hit, big hits.
I personally think Titanic Ant is probably the best sanctuary. He provides the most challenge.
The boss himself?
Yep.
Yeah, he's something else. Magnet was preferable at that point. The psychic points were of no use to us. I have no clue where we are in the how much HP he has left, but we are almost out of burgers.
What's that, one burger left?
Mm-hmm.
So Arts is definitely going to have to stop and buy more.
And just down with one burger left.
Ooh,
Alright.
105 for RJ. Really good first roll. Playing risky with the double rocking right away. Ooh, and a 102. He could probably just bash it out and be done.
Let's see,
Ooh, and put the shield
27
up.
HP? I think there's...
So this could be pretty good for RJ if all things go well. Titanic Ant down. That saved a lot of time.
Very nice. Unfortunately, RJ did lose a little bit of time on that split, about 10-15 seconds. But that was definitely not due to that fight, mostly due to the Antoid fight right before it.
And he's not going to have to go shopping, so that's going to save him
Oh, yeah.
15, 20 seconds there. This is pretty close. You know, I don't think I've
Man.
ever seen anybody do over 200 damage on Titanic Ant unmanipulated.
Those were great. Those rockins were beautiful. A rockin can hit for anything between 40 and 120, but it's weighted more towards the middle, so 80 is your average. And if you're outside the realm of 60 to 100, then that's a rare hit. Arts went through all his money, got him a few extra burgers. Hopefully he feels comfortable with that amount going through the cop gauntlet. And I'll try and check at enter of police door 2819. Just a hair under 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's about 29 seconds. That's pretty good.
right, back to the cops. 75 HP, usually 3 hits, maybe 1 smash.
It is possible to get an offense roll where you only do 74 with a smash, and that's really unfortunate when it happens.
It's just so demoralizing.
Ooh, smash by the cop.
Yikes.
He got real lucky there that he only took a low.
Yeah, our healing plan on the cops does not really take into account smashes. They're so rare, and you'd have to play so carefully if you did.
Art's ahead by 1 cop. And that lead can change pretty quick if either of them get a smash.
RJ's got a cookie in his inventory, but he needs to be careful not to use it.
Sometimes it is worth playing a little bit risky. You do want to try to get off as much damage as possible. And I'm probably expecting one of these runners to do some pretty risky stuff.
Art's having the double burger there to get back up to a safe HP. And another smash. Wow. So he is not in a safe area at all going into strong. I would imagine he's trying to save those rockets, so he'll probably go through his last bit of burgers. Meanwhile, RJ's got plenty of burgers.
RJ wanted to play a little safe because he's not going to be able to life up here. He's going to definitely keep his HP high before killing the... Ooh, smash.
Hoping for a 65.
Oh, and it didn't work.
Oh no! Like, there's no healing. Like, yeah, auto fight. Just hope for the best.
Oh, no, Arts.
Strong, why?
And strong down for RJ, who takes the lead.
That's at least 4 minutes. RJ's ahead by 4 minutes now. Wow.
Strong is taking names for sure. It isn't over though. I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen. There's the big 3. I mean, you can die to Titanic Ant, you can die to Strong, or you can die to Car Painter. And you never know what's gonna happen.
Yep. All 3, in my opinion, are just as bad. 4 to 5 minute loss. So as a reminder, because Art's lost to Strong, he has to fight all those 4 cops and Strong again.
RJ missed the entrance there.
Where is this Tucson again? RJ gonna withdraw his money. Save on that phone for the death warp.
So for anyone who doesn't know and is kind of interested, Boogey Percent is kind of a race category, and it's a great way to kind of get introduced to the run. It introduces most of the main mechanics of the run, and the goal is from the Yup screen, whenever you name your characters, you have to beat Boogey Tent and collect the fly honey. And whenever you collect that fly honey and it says, your name has got it, that is the final split.
Matter of fact, I'm going to take a quick second to take a peek. Miss categories, Boogey Percent.
RJ had that nice cookie to use there, saved his burgers. So he does have enough food items, he's not going to need to buy any later, and that will save him a little bit of...
So right now there are 163 runs on Boogie Percent on speedrun.com. So it's gotten quite a gathering over the years. Matter of fact, the Boogie leaderboards were just added, I think, fall of 17, if I remember correctly. So in that time, there's been a lot of posted runs. As a matter of fact, the world record, which is now held by Arts, was just submitted 4 days ago. So it's still a very active category. A lot of RNG good and bad, and a lot of PBs to be had. RJ playing cautious against some UFOs. I appreciate that. Art's getting a that 1 in 8 burger drop that Erythium was mentioning in the first race. Nice smash from Captain Strong. Looks like Arts is going to play it very cautiously. Make sure he's got enough healing items first. And now he's going to go for the rocket. And Strong is down. Excellent. Alright, so it was actually closer to a 5-minute loss, but at least we were able to get by on the second try. So now Arts will join RJ down in Tucson.
You definitely want to be high HP coming through here.
That's a rare despawn that RJ had behind him there. Or, excuse me, a rare spawn. Alright, RJ.
Heading into peaceful Rift Valley here, using
Don't,
the phone on it.
Mom, what do I do with this? This spawn plate, I'm sure RJ is swearing at it right now.
He is just having some unfortunate luck here.
That was smart to use the life up beforehand. I like this.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta pick and choose your battle here.
Good. 2 hits out real quick. And actually gets another level up out of it. That might come in handy later.
So he did manage to hit that spawn skip this time, but I believe both of them actually missed that last.
Yeah, it seems to be the least used of them all so far. I'm not sure if you can even get that butterfly. Yeah,
Nope, it's out of bounds.
thanks, game. Oh, but you can definitely get that one though. But he then remembers that it's probably safe enough to get the next one.
So he quickly changed his mind on that one. That's a good move. He's having to grind out a butterfly now, unfortunately. Butterfly.
Oops, let me randomly move left. Oh, now I need to run up left. Alright, we
Hey,
got
there it
one.
is. Alright, not a bad end to it.
Oh, wait.
Spoke too soon. Commentator's curse, my bad. So RJ gonna be doing some more shopping here to get the Sandlot Bat and Holmes hat. He shouldn't have to buy any food items though, fortunately.
Four burgers. Yep, he's happy. Now there's a rare chance that you can actually get cultists in this cave, and you really don't want to do that, even if it's the green squirrel. The game says, nope, you fight cultists as a scripted fight. We're going to treat all cultists as scripted fights, and you cannot run from that.
Look at Arts over here, he's setting up for Vogler.
Oh man! Vogler being saving in the bus station instead and trying to get a healing item in PRV, a couple life noodles, which would revive Paulo instead of having to go to the hospital. If done perfectly, it saves what, 10, 15 seconds?
It's more like 30-ish seconds.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it adds a lot of variance to your PRV, but it might be able to help him out.
Ooh, and the crow stole the burger.
Down to 3 burgers.
I didn't see, did he take damage that fight?
RJ? He's at 91 HP. He might have taken just a little. I wonder if his max is now like 105 or something. Ooh, bad cultist spawn.
Oh, blue, he's coming for you. You gotta be careful not to go too far left there because you will draw attention to that blonde girl there and she'll chase you down and talk to you. So one strategy you can do that a lot of people don't really do, if you don't have a whole lot of food items, you can grab the skip sandwich here because it's actually closer with you moving up this high. And you can use that during the fight to try to get really low HP during Car Painter, and it'll actually stay active after you've beat.
I remember the first time I used to skip sound against Car Painter, and I just started running away from him. What's going on here? I like that setup for Car Painter a lot by RJ. I think Arts is having a fairly decent PRV so far.
I'd say 54 is probably the ideal HP to be at, because I don't think he ever hits more than like 53 unless you have really low defense.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, RJ will definitely have to heal turn 3, but I like the setup. Lightning, life up, bash, lightning shield bash. Art's having to go for the life noodles down here. And car painter's down. Meanwhile, Arts had like every enemy and their brother on this route, so unfortunately he did have to take something. So I think it's safe to say that Arts' tactic with Vogler has backfired in this case. That means having to take a fight just to even get out.
That's the unfortunate part of Vogler, is you run this risk of getting caught. Fortunately, he got a single enemy there. I believe trees have like 5 speeds, and they're not too difficult to run away from.
Yeah, I'm not sure. For those unaware, the runaway mechanic is determined based on your speed and the enemy's speed, and then that difference goes up by plus 10% every turn. So if you start off with say a 5% chance to run, next turn will be a 15, next turn will be a 25. So the longer you're in the fight, the better chance you have to run.
So RJ talked to her, and then he used the info on the ATM. That's one of the issues with menu lag, is you gotta kind of anticipate it, and I guess he wasn't expecting.
I miss his HP, but I know he just used Burger, so I expect him to be going Mole here. Unless he got a big major level up, which I guess is possible. Mole it is. Oh, what? The mole's stuck on the cliff there.
Not a very aggressive mole here.
The smash for 1. Yeah, this is definitely not the mole you're looking for right here. Let's see if Arts can get out of the cultist fight before this mole fight's over. Up to 3 cultists though.
Hey, there it is.
Oh, it was close. It was a close one between the two. Alright, Alright, so RJ's back in Tucson. Gonna revive Paula, hit a few storyline triggers. Arts is gonna try and down Car Painter. Arts has a lot of HP and is hitting for 60. Oh gosh. That man got a cannon.
Alright, let's see how his car painter's gonna go.
One lightning.
And he's set up to double rockin' here.
That was a big life upheal though. 112.
Good HP. Ooh, and the reflect. There we go. Good car
Alright.
painter.
Yeah. Hopefully that HP stays low. Oh yeah, that's one hit from the mole. Should be.
RJ used
Please
the
show
wad
me
of
your
bills
ticket.
again. I
I'm
don't think you
upset
could buy
why-
your way in that show.
Like that's a good bouncer. Nah, man, I don't want 10 grand. I want your ticket.
And now we get some funky jams. I believe it's the DCMA and Mother 3. They are probably better than the Runaway 5.
Don't you dare ask why there are 6.
So if Arts can get a pretty good death warp here, he could save a little bit of time here on Art.
Yeah, from what I see, it looks like RJ lost over a minute off of a gold split death warp. His mole just was not wanting to attack. Neither is Arts's.
Oh, 1 damage off. Hey, that was a pretty good death warp. So that'll probably save him right around almost a minute.
50, 41. Yeah. Close to it, for sure. Oh, and we got the life noodles. Almost forgot about that. That's going to save
Left
you
side, best side.
We need to swap where RJ and Arts are on the screen. RJ needs to be on the left Arts needs to be on the right for the bus. My eyes, they burn.
Alrighty, RJ starting Threed. I still think Threed has probably the best colors of the towns.
I can get behind that. My favorite music by far is Forsyth on Town Music. But I can get behind the Threed palette. Ooh, it's a lot of flies.
Yeah, RJ wanted nothing to do with that.
I like that he kind of waited for a second though to see if they could despawn to the left.
So you telling me that Saturn Valley isn't your favorite music?
I am telling you this, yes. Now, if we're counting Winters as a town, then Winters wins. But as far as like the, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Summers, I guess Winters is as important as Summers. Whatever. I prefer Dungeon Man. Get out of here. Can I ban a moderator? Hold on.
I think we need to ban you. How could you say that? Oh, that rusty swing set music. That should just be the only music that the randomizer plays. Just a whole seed where it's nothing but Dungeon Man.
Temple's got a clip on his channel that I'll go to every now and again where he's in PRV in a randomizer and it's like messed up Winter's music or something like that. It's the greatest thing. It's the greatest terrible thing I've ever heard. Nobody pay attention to where the exclamation mark is on Tony. Ah! Arts with the right side bus.
You mean wrong side bus?
No, I mean right. Right? Right.
I mean, technically, if you do 3 right side buses, you make a left side bus, so.
We're all left side bus people. It just depends on how many runs we do. Key to the logger doesn't work.
And if you think about it, doing left side bus, you always end up right.
Okay.
Left is best. Just try to keep a positive attitude, okay? I mean, that's all we ask of runners in the EarthBound SuperSeries.
we should take Maxwell's advice more often.
By the way, music in the school, best music in the game.
Yes. Yes. Confirm. Winters is a close second. Just Winters over Overworld.
So for those who don't know, you can technically skip Bubble Monkey as long as you're willing to break the rules a little.
Whatever do you mean?
For the any percent speedrun, we actually do a cliff skip here that will skip all of this, the Tessie cutscene and everything. But it does require you to go out of bounds, or in a sense.
Yeah, you basically have Ness jackhammer into a cliff, pretty much. And after a while, the game just gives up. Or for those a bit more technical, there's subpixel variation that you're slowly wedging yourself into. You see RJ kind of do that weird walk there, run into the tent. He's trying to avoid a photo trigger, which is just a little bit south of that tent. Photos take about 20 seconds off the clock, so he's willing to take a second or so to properly line it up. Tessie! Tessie music is way up there as well, by the way.
So we'll see Arts doing, or not Arts, RJ doing the same movement here where he goes down left to avoid this 100% spawn.
He'll get close to hitting that cliff. It does hit the cliff.
So the line is actually probably about 2 or 3 steps away from that cliff. You don't actually have to bump it, you just need to go past a certain.
RJ took that dogfight earlier, give him just a few extra HP. Hopefully make this fight a bit safer.
Decent proto fight.
Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, it produced Jeff, so the whole Winters area does have to have good music because it produced the best character in the game.
Can confirm.
Let's see if Arts tries to do this something. Nope, he's just gonna despawn the dog. Okay.
Can he get it again? So he's going back and forth here, trying to get Bubble Monkey to stop before moving. Unfortunately, he turned down just a little too soon before he draw aggro. This fight is usually pretty easy after you've beaten the...
Yeah, usually you're not afraid of dying to it. It's just frustrating that you spend that time setting it up and then take the fight anyway. Alright, brick road down. On to Pond Cave.
Arts had to kind of stop there because the guy got in his way, but he couldn't move down because of the photo. So RJ's
Oh, he
probably
has a
gonna...
name. I did not know that. There's kind of a running joke in EarthBound speedrunning community that NPCs that get in our way get names, but I did not know that he had a name.
I guess RJ got tired of waiting there. He's just gonna go ahead and go for it. Not going for a free room here can be a little bit risky, because if something is ahead, you have to stutter all the way back around, despawn it, and then try it.
Yeah, and for me, usually about the second lap around enemies, my hands start to burn, and then I start to get bad at stutter stepping. It's definitely a learned mechanic that you can get tired of. I love that 1 pixel, and sometimes you just can't walk to it.
Yeah, that happens more often than not.
Yeah. Alright. RJ did not take a fight, so this could go poorly if RNG wanted it to. I'm not gonna lie, the Bubble Monkey Smash actually made that a 2, so that was nice.
Don't they have about 38 HP or something?
I wish I was better with that knowledge, but I actually am not sure.
Yeah, they have 38 HP, and it usually takes like a 17 in a smash.
Yeah, I think the Smash was for 7, so as long as you do 31 between the two. Makes sense why Jeff can never turn it on his own, though. Duck fight, nice time waste. Art's getting through it, though. You get some good experience. You get another level up out of it. Art's gonna try for the Proto 2 skip. And Bubble Monkey stops again.
Skyrunner for RJ.
Yep, got that 2 minutes and change. Kind of evaluate how he wants to take the Boogey fight.
So the question remains, will he get the teddy bear, and will he make a safety save?
Yeah, I don't want to give my own advice at this point. I don't want to influence the runners. But, like, to me, one decision is kind of obvious, but I don't want to say anything in case they decide to do something different.
I'd say if I was RJ, I'd just go for it. Just all out rock and freeze and BBR. No teddy bear.
I mean, if you die, you've got time to make that happen again before Arts catches up.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta do it for the meme, right? So the benefit of actually not grabbing the teddy bear is if one of your kids dies, preferably Paula, before Jeff will go and Jeff one-shots Boogey or whatever, the benefit is you don't have those levels to go through for Paula. And that's, I think, from like 1 to 11 or something, 1 to 10. It's quite a bit, and it's about 20 to 30 seconds you don't have to match.
Ooh, Arts is skipping the bottle rocket. Not a big time save, but definitely showing he's raring up to take any opportunity he can get. There's been a few times where I've beaten Boogey with both Paula and Dead, and Ness gets like 2 levels, and that's... Alright, 4 seconds of leveling up. Alright, we're done. Go get the fly, honey.
That's just, it's such an unrealistic goal, though. Do you save the gold or? Ooh, just a little too far from the door.
Alright, Arts gets on the Skyrunner, which means he gets to watch what happens to RJ. He can decide his own fate if something were to go awry.
So he's grabbing the teddy bear. What's next?
Yeah, RJ could handle this a few different ways. He could skip the teddy, he could buy a few extra explosives from the arms dealer, he could safety save, a few different things.
He's just gonna go for it.
Teddy bear, nothing else.
Defend BBR, playing it safe. I can respect that.
474, this is really good. And Paul is gonna die.
So that is an ideal fight right there.
Yes.
That's actually really good. That's a lot less he has to.
So where Art's last round had about a minute of leveling up, RJ's gonna have what, 40 seconds? He'll probably save 20.
Yeah, Jeff only goes to level 11, so it's not much.
He's gonna go to more here, maybe 14 or so, but it's definitely not linear.
Okay, 13, but still, that's pretty good.
Up, and Arts is gonna call it.
GG to RJ here.
1-1. All right.
Who's gonna take home the victory? See, this is what I like, because both of them had face defeat now, and they're both gonna try their hardest, and it's gonna be an awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure RJ is feeling better after after that first round chaos that he got.
I knew things were gonna turn around for him.
All right, 5-minute break. Back in just a few.
All right, Temple, your host here. We're gonna take a quick little break in between races here. These guys have gone back to back, so we'll give everybody a little break to stretch their legs, get a snack. But while we are, just like to remind everybody about RPG Limit Break, charity marathon happening in Salt Lake City. Annual marathon happening May 10th through 16th this year, benefiting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Submissions are currently open, so if you'd like to get a chance to get your run in, check out rpglimitbreak.com. And we're also, in terms of the EarthBound community, we're hosting an Ancient Cave randomizer tournament pretty soon, so if you're interested in that, signups are currently open. Check out the EarthBound Discord for more info. Yeah, so we should be back in just a couple minutes here. I imagine runners won't take too long. But yeah, grab yourselves a snack, stretch those legs, and we're gonna have the conclusion of the series coming up. This is the rubber race. This is the one that is gonna matter most. So yeah, kick back, enjoy. I hope you're all having a good time watching the race as I am. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back in just a few with the conclusion of this one.
All right, and match 3 is on the way. Pending some sort of weird technicality, after this match, we will have our win for the series. Both players getting that bat equipped.
So a fun fact about the manipulation for this game, when you are manipulating the RNG, the NPCs will actually move in the same way every time, and that's kind of our window to know exactly what values we're on.
So what values are these guys on?
I have absolutely no idea.
You don't have it all memorized? Come on, man.
No, I can't remember. I think it's 13,800 and something value.
Not a big difference on the first walk. Maybe a half second for art. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things, this has zero meaning, but it's always nice to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, the first few minutes are really just execution. You know, NPCs getting in your way and stopping you, small stuff like that.
All right, for the final time, the setup is done. Let's see what's outside this door. RJ's crow should be stuck. Art's got a snake and a dog. He's gonna have to despawn that dog. RJ finally getting some more favorable hill climb RNG. Ooh, Art's had a weird dog spawn there. And another weird one. Good grief. RJ's Talk to Picky was almost sub 5 minutes. That's extremely good that he's happy with that hill climb. And Art says he's like encountered the 6th dog on the route. All right. Art says made it to Picky. Another
Provided
fun
they're.
fact.
You go ahead.
Well, I was going to talk about something completely off base. Go ahead, man.
So, provided they're within, 15 seconds of each other at the hill climb, a lot of that is going to change at Starman. So, it doesn't matter too much. It's when you hit that 30-second mark, is when you kind of start to fall behind.
I was just going to mention that going back to the 80% route again, where glitches are allowed, there's now a setup where we can die at the meteorite, so we don't have to do this whole walk back to Starman and don't have to do all the Starman fight. It's kind of cool. but in completely in a non-manipulated setting.
Although it is possible to skip Starman in a non-manipulated setting, it's just really
How many is it? 3? Is it? It's more than 3 movements, right?
there's like 3 or 4 movements, but you can do 1-frame movements past the.
Yeah, the trigger there. It's basically like hit up and B at the same time and hope that it's 1-frame movement. Do that multiple times. You did make it just at the start, but this is the third of the 3 matches. So each player has already won 1 match each, and the winner of this match is going to win it all.
So I've noticed typically if you get 1 damage and then 1 damage, a lot of the times he'll be on.
Yeah, if Ness hits for 2, and you didn't, let's see, a 34 killing Starman. Ness will hit for 2 if he's level 1 and has the bat equipped, basically is what I'm saying. So if he ever hits for 1, then you know it's on guard.
Not bad. It's what, a 9-second difference?
Yep, both sub 8.
And he was a little bit more than that behind up at the hill climb.
Yeah, he made back like about 15 seconds of the difference so far. I'm hoping with the bad RNG that both of them have already had, there's just smooth sailing the whole game here. We're getting 26-0 nets. One of them gets a world record, the other gets 2nd place PB. I mean, we're talking, it's going to be magical.
One of them has to get a bomb drop here.
Yes.
I need one of them to be ahead for the grind, and then the other person gets a bomb drop, and they just both merge after they hit Titanium.
Rockin' bomb. Dead. Let's do it. Ooh. And they skip burgers. That's how, because they had a bad Frank. Okay, now I'm
And
thinking
skip
a
the
little wild.
heal.
And skip the heal, yes. Good walk for RJ.
Anytime I hear people talk about like the ONET music, all I can picture is angry video game nerd talking about Happy Town music.
Good walk for both players. Ooh, test talk by Art.
RJ losing a little bit of time here on the shopping.
He is still out first, though.
I believe it's only a 10% spawn chance for the Pogo Punks to show.
You're talking about if we didn't do the hospital?
Yeah, it's only like 10%, but there's like 20 of them down.
That's what I was gonna say. There's enough 10% plates that I wouldn't chance it myself. The
Oh
Pogo
no.
death. And he healed with the bread roll. Like, he did everything right. So sometimes Pogo is just a pain. It wants to kill you right there.
So that's not the worst death in the world.
Arts also had to heal with the bread roll mid-fight. So he's already out that healing item. But yeah, that death, unlike Cops or Ant, that's like 4 or 5 minutes, that's like maybe a minute and a half, if even. So if you're going to have to take a death, that's definitely the one to take.
So he does have a couple choices here. He can choose to try to go the short distance and go around the police station to get over there and just kind of stick low to the bushes, or he's going to have to walk all the way past the drugstore and do that walk again.
Yeah, because where he is right now is to the right of the arcade, and the setup's to the left.
So he's just going to take a short distance here. He is running the risk of spawn plates though. Not bad.
Yeah, 1 despawn, he saved time not going around. Arts is now out of life up. Oh, but the smash on Frank. And alright, Pogo 1 is down for RJ.
24 HP. Ooh, he's gonna skip the fruit juice.
Oh, he's playing aggressive, like we said.
Ooh, he chose to use a burger there.
Nice smash.
So you don't want to use your burgers first because you definitely want to try to not have to buy more later on. So you always want to do a life up before.
Alright, so Frankenstein is down for Arts, and Arts is going to get the heal. Great first turn by Frank. This is RJ's last healing item. If I counted right, Nest hit 5 out of 8 times, which against Frank is abysmal.
So he's gonna need to do some damage here.
That 20. He thought about it. He thought about going with it. I think he made the right call by healing early. He mashed out 20. Yes, he mashed out 20 on Frank.
Holy cow.
So I was wrong. he should have healed at 20. Wow, very, very nice. Good stuff.
Now, I will admit that is very, very impressive. Frankenstein has a really long name that is hard to mash out.
Yeah, like 23 HP is generally seen as safe, and it's given manip runners a lot of issues at 23 right there. So.
Yeah, that is some serious mashing.
He's out of items, so he's got a shop. Meanwhile, Arts is having some rodent infestations. Up there's some slugs.
So Arts is taking 4 damage this time, and he's not having the best luck with taking them out.
RJ got bush bossed. Offense up by 2, that should be good.
Yeah, this run is still far from over.
Yeah, just like last match, was ahead when he died to Strong.
So RJ has enough to buy 2 more burgers if he needs to, but let's hope he.
Okay, so Arts has 8 of the required 22 slugs. Both runners have been doing the 24 strat so far, just getting 6 of the 4 packs. So I would expect that to continue on. So he's at 8 of 24, starting 12 of 24.
So the question remains, is RJ going to play a little risky and go for a 6-pack to try to save time?
I don't know. I mean, you got to think in the back of your mind that all sorts of RNG can happen, but you also have to think, well, do I want to wait on Arts to take a death, or do I want to try and go get it myself? Because right now, Arts is doing slug up to 16, and RJ is just now getting to 4. And hitting for 27. Oh, that's rough. Okay, Arts is up to 20.
So I believe this should be 24 for Arts, right?
Yep, this is his last one.
And I think RJ's on 16.
No, he's only on 8.
Oh, ooh. I looked
Yeah.
away for a couple seconds there. So he's
Yeah.
not having too good of a time here.
And I missed the level up for Arts again. That was a cool little maneuver, getting that rat stuck on the terrain there.
A little pseudo manip that some runners will do is they'll actually press the B button, which will bring up the status menu. And while that menu is open, RNG advances 1 per frame, and it just kind of cycles the RNG forward.
Alright, RJ is getting up to 12 now. I guess Arts is at 23 offense because like he could have just taken that single right there, but he decided not to. RJ going up to 16 slugs.
Yeah, you definitely need to be careful there. Respawn in that room too many times, and you may end up getting that encounter underneath.
Yeah, you don't even have to move. You just, hey, look, battle. Let's start. Alright, finally, Arts has an ant that doesn't lead with a magnet and a 101.
So it looks like he's gonna play it safe.
And then he does get a magnet, but it's okay.
Oh no!
No!
Oh, and the shield to back it up.
Wow, alright. Everyone strap in for the long haul here. I don't think RJ finished his slug grind. I think he's going for 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Man, this is a vicious ant.
Wow.
Wow, he is just not letting up. Holy cow.
And he's hitting for 9.
Oh, it's still going. No!
What is this ant? Two burgers, now down to 1. Last burger. Auto fight
Oh
from
no,
here.
here we go. Oh, finally, something that didn't hit. Oh boy, clutch. Oh no!
Wow.
Arts.
Oh my gosh, ant. That was the rudest ant I've ever seen. There were 2 smashes, unfortunate magnets, at least one other hard hit, maybe.
I love the comment there in chat that says this game is so comfortable.
Sure is. Okay, so I think RJ has 6, or excuse me, level 8. Maybe not. Oh, okay, that
Ooh,
got
at this
real
point it
very
might
fast.
be. Sometimes it's better to just take your loss, kill them all, and get another butterfly.
Yeah, I'd be thinking the rocket here too. Well, he's definitely gonna have level 8 after this if he wins. Please hit. Okay. Well, that was a lot of experience. Offense up by 4.
Oh, didn't have level 8 yet?
I think that was like his intention. I'm just gonna find one in here, and then he found a lot more. However, regardless, as long as he doesn't die, he will be in the lead. So let's see what happens.
Oh no.
I don't know if he didn't see that one or what.
Well, he's just smashing his way through this fight.
Alright, it's got like 5 HP left. Alright, good. Eat the cookie. Eat. Aw. All right, fine. Oh, only getting hit for 18. Low.
62, not a great one. Ooh, and a 57.
Yeah. So he's got over 100 HP left. It's gonna take quite a few hits.
Ooh, yeah, he's got to be careful about that cookie.
He is hitting pretty strong, though.
Choosing to play risky. I like it. Ooh, and a smash.
He anticipated that smash. Get that burger out.
So Arts had time to catch all the way back up here. Oh, and a smash. Nice.
All right. Whew, boy, Ant. I hope that means strong is very nice after all that for both runners. All right, I have no clue where Arts is in the battle. I know he just used his first burger, but I don't know how the Rockins have done.
So RJ will probably have to buy a few burgers. It's going to cost him a little bit of time. Oh, and another smash. Nice.
All right. So we're about 40 seconds apart. Yeah, and like you said, Arts has enough burgers. RJ is gonna have to buy some. He can only buy 2. Pick up this one. My guess is they're about 20 seconds apart going into cops. RJ makes that dreadful turn. Pick up 2 more burgers along the way. He'll have 5 total.
Yeah, 5 is kind of the ideal amount of what you want. I believe Skies or Skylord Ria now actually did the calculations, and the amount of effect it has, the more burgers you have over 5 decreases dramatically.
Unfortunately, I missed the first door, so 30-50 on the second door. It may not even be 20 seconds. Not even close. It's 5. We're 5 seconds apart.
Ideally, you want to have at least one life up when you fight strong, but it doesn't always work that way.
Arts' life up didn't even heal to full. Oh, and Art still has the 23 offense. So, yeah, the smash on a cop is 74. Not even a one-shot. Arts has taken a few second lead. Just through the cop fights. Ouch. Smash.
They've been getting smashed a lot.
Yes, they have. Because of that bad third cup for Arts, RJ is retaking the lead.
Getting a little scary there for RJ.
Yeah, those 5 burgers actually weren't quite as many as he was hoping.
So 65 HP, what do you think? You think he's gonna double rockin' or play?
Gosh, man. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I don't know.
I say go for it.
It missed. 80. Needs 60 more.
Hey, did it.
Woo!
Strong down.
33-31. Arts is playing the other way. He's playing with 1 rocket.
This does mean that RJ is gonna have to get the poverty burger.
Alright, you got a rocket. Oh, okay. We're going for no rockets. And strong is down. Alright, so there's a 30-second difference between the two.
So this is a pretty close race.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we changed leads like 3 times during the cop fights.
RJ's risk definitely paid off, though.
I definitely can't fault Arts for playing it safe.
I'd say, given the amount of bad luck they've had, I don't blame him one.
No. Alright, one of 2 things. Either Arts thinks he's close enough, or he remembers how bad it went last time, that he is not going to do Vogler again.
So RJ actually pulled out 500. It is kind of a lesser known strat to pull out more than that, ideally 530 or more, because you actually want to have at least $100 or $199 when you death warp, so that the 99 gets truncated and you end up with 100. Then you don't have to hit the ATM again. So you're more likely to have that, you know, the more you pull out.
We're dealing in fake dollars now, man. Just making up half dollars and whatnot.
Well, it's integer math, so it takes away the 99.
The score is, it's actually the first to win 2 races. Yeah, so best of 3. Both runners have won a race, and this is the final of the finale.
RJ only having one despawn through the cave. That's pretty good.
I'll take that. RJ, hand it over.
I've seen many, many good runs die to that cave.
Mm-hmm.
So RJ saw that UFO fly upward. Now he could have gotten around it had it stayed down there in the corner, but because it came up, he couldn't get around it.
The two nests high five as they pass each other, but RJ is going the wrong way because of the UFO.
Looked like he missed the door a little bit too.
Yeah.
The door triggers in this game are a bit weird. Like some doors you can glide up into them and some you can't.
Art says butterfly is fossilized in the cliff. That's cool. And we're back to being about 5 seconds apart between the two.
Has Art's gotten a butterfly yet?
I don't think so.
So while it appears that Arts is actually closer than he is behind by a short a bit here just because he doesn't have a butterfly.
It is fun to watch what looks like RJ chasing Arts right now, though. Actually, no. Arts is chasing RJ. It's so close I can't even tell, man.
Mine are apart by about 3 seconds and they look like they're synced. So yeah, they're pretty much on pace with each other now. So Arts will take the lead just because of the despawning.
Yep. Here goes the lovely fact about all these random despawns through the door.
But that lead could change pretty quickly once they hit PRV here.
Gosh, Arts hasn't even gotten to the real PRV. I've gotten in a lot of trouble there. Yeah, Arts doesn't have any butterflies. Also, RJ has one more level. Because all those Antoid fights, I guess.
So Arts is ahead by like 2 seconds.
If Arts doesn't find a butterfly here, he's going to have to farm him at the end. He does find one. Good.
Hopefully Arts will find one here at the top.
He does. And with that, RJ passes back by.
No, I'd say they're pretty much synced here. Oh, RJ will take the lead. Ooh, Arts did not have a good time there.
Arts, no! That UFO was chasing him. Oh, man. This may spell a bit of an issue here.
Oh, and that's an unfortunate death for Arts.
someone asking in the comments about RJ already had fly. You actually need 2 during this part. Butterflies heal for 20 psychic points, and he has 35. Alright, yeah, that unfortunate death for Arts. I'm surprised that UFO never got stuck. That's kind of shocking to me.
Oh no, he got stuck.
He knew it was close. I think if he had just kept going right, he would have done better. Because like they have this fraction of a second where they kind of like stand up to chase you, but they're not actually moving. So that's unfortunate. He got away with 17 HP. Hopefully the mushroom doesn't end up being an issue. For those that don't know, it can disorient the way you're trying to walk. Hopefully he can get out of these caves fast enough that it doesn't matter.
I think it's like once a minute, it turns it 90 degrees clockwise.
Unfortunately, I can never remember that. All right, good. He's able to talk to her. She'll give him $50 for it, and he'll be on his way.
So that $50 is actually pretty helpful because he died, he lost half of his money, and he may not have been able to buy the supplies.
Yeah.
So to get food items, he may actually need to get fresh eggs or something like that, or bananas.
Need 160 for the items, so I think he's at 175 now.
But if he's gonna get a fresh egg, he's at least got to keep it alive long enough to become a chicken and throw it at Gygus. Or not Gygus, Boogey.
No. We're throwing it at Gygus now. Everyone,
No, he's got to go to Gygus, yeah.
we're commentating for 4 more hours now.
Got to throw a chicken at Boogie Tent. Ooh, RJ got the call for help.
Luckily, he has plenty of psychic points.
Ooh, deciding what to do. He's gonna go for the heal and play it safe. So he's at a pretty good HP right now. If he doesn't get a vitality update here. Oh, he did.
Offensive on 5. Wow.
For those who don't know, whenever you fight Card Painter, because we're death warping afterwards, you want to have as low of HP as possible after the fight. And Card Painter can usually hit right around 53 at max, depending on your defense, give or take. So you want to have right around 55 HP and just hope for a 1 round. 65 was still pretty good. He'd have ended up right around 15 to 20 HP.
Lightning.
So he's gonna go for the double rock and hopefully. Ooh, a low roll.
50. Ah.
Ooh, another low roll. Almost
40. Wow.
bottom. Good lightning reflect. Oh, this might kill. Hey, it did. Nice.
Card Painter down. GG. Alright. Arts is now in Happy, getting some of the equipment. So he did have enough money. Oh, and he's gonna go ahead and get a few. He's got the money for it.
Yeah, he would have been short had he not got that 50.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, that is unfortunate. That's a really low spawn plate.
I actually just go in that room with my thumb on the right D-pad movement, just in case they spawn right on top of me. Nope, I'm out.
Ooh, RG got bombarded there.
I like how he just stood there like, y'all gonna hit me, right?
It probably would have been faster to just go ahead and take the fight than try to despawn it anyway.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
So a small time save that we actually do is if you walk it right in the front of the door, right in the middle, it is a shorter distance Paula has to walk because she does walk really slow.
Yeah, that's another one of those frame savers.
So RJ dropped the bat. I wonder if that was on accident or if he's planning something.
I've seen someone, I think it's James, I've seen do it so that he can also bash the mole if the mole gets confused. It's not my cup of tea, but to each their own. Or maybe it's Arts that's done that. I don't remember.
Ours is having a real bad time with cultists here.
Yeah.
35 HP is a pretty good HP to be at.
Arts picked up that skip sound.
Ooh, really good death ward.
Yeah. Oh, Arts. Whoa, hold up now. I looked away for a second. You got 3 cultists on your screen. Alright, good. You made it through. Alright. Unfortunately, I missed what HP and second point Arts has. But hopefully, we're going to have a good, clean car painter fight here.
Nice double reflect.
So he's at about 210. 110.
Ooh, and a really solid hit here.
One more hit should be good.
There it is, car painter down. Really quick fight.
Nice. And good low HP too.
So not a lot going to be going on here. Just some story advancement for RJ. And Art's going to be setting up his death warp here.
I like that movement by RJ, knowing that you'll be able to get the enemy stuck in time before the enemy grabbed him. Alright, RJ. Give him the water bills. Do it. Thought about it. So y'all enjoy the Runaway 5 while we see how Arts' Death Warp goes.
think what is really amazing is like this category just introduces you the tip of the iceberg for what's to come. Like after Boogie Tent, it's just a downhill slide on RNG. Everything goes wrong. So it's always fun when somebody starts with Boogie Percent and then they move to glitchless and they just have absolutely no idea what happened. So you better be careful. He did a lot of damage there. Ooh, nice one.
Yeah, I always like the. Yeah, I died to the one thing that would have killed me before the next thing 30 seconds later that would have killed me, you know?
Like, oh no, I got past Boogie Tent, but here comes, 3 tunnel. Oh, got past 3 tunnel. Here comes Grapefruit. Here comes Belch's base to lose 2 minutes.
Yeah, Belch's base typically just loses time. Unless you're like, what's his name, SDFG? Or a few others that just get the 8 slime fight. That's always a great one. There are way too many enemies in this game that are, quote, scripted, that can call for help. You can't run from that call for help.
It wouldn't be so bad if you could kill the enemies that you can't run from and then run away, but it's just like the whole battle. Just nope, no run.
Yeah.
I feel like the cops in Tucson are the same way.
RJ went right.
RJ, what was that? If Art doesn't go left this time, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
They planned it. They planned it on a direct message outside. Alright, you go right, I'll go left. Well, Art just got stuck. They both had that enemy right there.
And look at this. Arts is flashing his money,
I
trying to
saw
buy his
that
way.
too. Let's present your ticket. I'll take the $10,000, but you must also present your ticket. All right. Graveyard round number 3.
So Boogie Percent is actually from the naming screen when you click Yep to when you get the Fly Honey after Boogie Tent.
Yeah, so the only change is it also includes the leveling up of all the kids after you defeat Boogie Tent. Last year, I wish it did stop at the Boogie kill. Don't you agree, Rithium?
Yeah, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? It's a little ironic, isn't it? The best music also has the best character.
It's like they knew this. Like, all right, we're gonna just put all our money into this one character and everything about him. He's gonna be the best. He's gonna carry this game. Never mind that in a casual run, you've probably played for like 15 hours by now. Maybe not 15, but I don't know, 6 to 8.
I'd say most people spend about 3 alone in Onet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Both?
he didn't do left side.
This was a double right-sided match right here. Somewhere there's a temple very excited.
You know, I'm gonna need some backstory. Like, how did he end up in this school?
I assume he was dropped off by his dad 10 years ago. I don't know for sure.
And they never mention his mom either.
Yeah, that one's always been a question mark for me. Let's create it. Let's create Jeff-bound 0. What kind of graveyard does Arts have in store for him? Well, I don't really know, to be honest, but he got through it.
You know, it's a shame that you can't use Bubble Monkey kind of like an exit mouse, or use it as one of your items.
How so? I mean, like if he was
If it was
not
just
in the...
an inventory item.
Yeah, okay. There's a monkey in my backpack. I got you.
You know how, like, when you get an exit mouse, it says, use one of my sons as your item, as an item? Well, I would
Yeah.
like to use Bubble Monkey as an item. I don't need him following me around. Arts is starting winters as well.
Jesse.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is anyone's game. You never know. You may die anywhere.
This is EarthBound, man. This is EarthBound's game.
Can you elaborate on that about anyone getting first protos?
Oh gosh. Can I elaborate? Is that what you're asking?
Now Crimson's asking, can anyone get first proto skip? And I'm wondering what he means by that.
Okay.
Do you mean in terms of it being a glitch, or just in general? Do you think they have the skill to? I'd
Okay.
say
I think this is supposed to be more
no.
like Dragon Ball. Can either of them
Not,
get the first
not in
Protos?
this
Yep.
race. I don't think either of them gonna get it. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of like things to go right to get that.
Find out in 30 seconds to 5 minutes, roughly.
It's kind of a weird setup. Like you have to go far enough to drag it upwards, go high enough to where it's gonna go up and chase you one more time, and then you gotta like go right, down, down, left, and then down. And
Yeah,
it's really hard.
I'm on Team RJ with this, which is just go and fight the thing.
Yeah, that's usually the best option. I mean, you could technically, just BBR it. Just buy some bottle rockets and bombs. Hey, got through it.
We haven't had a duck skip yet, have we?
Nope.
Might be. Duck, go left. No, that's not left. Your other left.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. It's gonna be a
Oh,
little.
maybe?
Oh.
Oh, very
no.
nice.
Wow, that was awesome.
Oh, no second pro skip though.
I liked that. That was cool.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anybody go right like that.
Yeah.
Hey, no death. That's what he needs.
Yeah, but he's going through. Pond gave it 16 HP. He'll probably want to play a bit safe on that one. Meanwhile, the last Tessie of the series.
RJ trying to get that room clean.
I think it's like a 1 in 3 chance to be empty. Yeah, he's gonna take the rat. But here's the issue. You got 2 rats. One's completely in the way.
Oh, very, very nice.
Yeah. That was clean, man.
There you go. Split the gap.
Not grabbing
I
the
like
bird.
seeing runners do that. Not many people will.
Normally I'd go for that mushroom. I saw Hannibal have some issues with that one time, and now I'm scared of him. Alright, and Arts is heading to Brick Road.
Really well played there by RJ. Nice clean bottom portion of the third room.
First turn, call for help on the Protos.
So Art's going to play it safe. He's going to defend until give or take turn 6 or 7 and then start running away because you technically start with a negative chance to run.
Yeah, it's I think they have 27 speed. You got 2. So it's the difference is minus 25. First turn you get plus 10, so it's minus 15% chance to run.
I think it's... Is it 27? I thought it was 17 speed.
It's in the range. It's...
No, you're correct. 27 speed. So yeah, you have a negative chance to run.
Yeah. That third turn run is a 5% chance, and I've hit it once. But I wouldn't play the lottery on it.
Art's gonna go for that second. Nope. I guess he's just gonna go ahead and take the fight. Oh, and then on the tank
Whoa.
duck move.
Yeah, the duck's like hitting all the corners. It's kind of weird.
RJ jumping into the Sky Runner.
RJ made up some time on whatever splits we're comparing against.
Nice second skip there.
Finally getting it. Monkey had been a pain the first two matches.
Just a reminder, it is not over until he gets that fly, honey. Looks like Art's just gonna go for it.
Arts has been really good at stutter stepping in here lately. Like, oh no, I'm sorry. I knew once I started to say it.
The commentator's curse.
But really, like, he has. Like, I kind of want to take some notes on how he stutters through here.
Nice, another runner splitting the gap.
So he's going towards the slugs to try and just at least get them to start aggroing him. Pull them away from that opening
Risk
there. Perfect.
well paid there.
Yeah. Where did Arts die? Yeah, it was PRV. He got chased by a UFO. Couldn't get away from it. Skipping the ball rocket. We are. Grab the teddy bear. Whoa, Arts, no! Uh-oh.
Played a little bit risky there, and it did not pay off, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
So the one downside to this is you don't have to do Brick Road again, but you have to go all the way back through Pond Cave.
Yeah,
RJ gonna go ahead and make a safety save.
you do have to walk through Brick Road, though, but it's empty. All right, RJ, you've got the safety sig, you've got the teddy bear, you got the big bottle rocket.
He's going for it.
Oh man.
And that's Boogey 10th down. GG to RJ.
And RJsmangit's gonna be your 2019 Super Series winner.
Congrats to RJ.
And somehow Art's got a green swirl there. Take time to say thank you to Temple and the team for putting these on so many years. This is, I believe, the 5th time in a row that we've done this. Thank you to Limit Break for allowing us to showcase it on the channel. And special shout out to RJ, who's going to get to run Boogey Percent tomorrow evening on GDQ. So, a lot of exciting things going on in the EarthBound community right now.
Thank y'all for watching. I don't know if Temple wants to jump on and say a few words.
One second. Yeah, RJ, if you want to say anything, let us know. RJ just wants to say Q.
The Q spam is actually specific to the SNES Classic and Virtual Console release.
I think RJ's in such a disbelief. Probably hasn't even noticed.
Believe me, this hint is worth a lot more than you paid.
Did I pay $4? All right, looks like we will get a quick little interview with RJ.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, so first off, how you feeling? What are you feeling?
I feel relieved. I feel a little bad for both of us. Those runs were crazy bad RNG.
So RJ, I gotta know, how were you feeling after that first raid?
Oh my god, I hated myself. I was like, what is this world?
That had to have been some of the worst RNG I have ever seen in EBSS history.
Yeah, it was insane. I didn't know. I didn't even know what to do. I kind of just phoned it in around like I don't even know, like Car Painter the second time.
Yeah, I saw you were saying that you're ready to just go on to match 2.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about what we were gonna do about that. I didn't want to make everyone watch me finish the run 20 minutes later.
So on the second match, was there anything in particular that you were starting to say like, all right, now I'm starting to get my groove. We're get back in this.
Not dying, I think, was the groove getter.
So you were just trying to maybe not necessarily play against arts, but just be smooth, right?
Yeah, I was trying to treat it like how I treat just doing normal runs. I just want to do better than what I did before. And, if you do better than your last runs and you don't make silly mistakes, you just put yourself in good positions. That's all you're really trying to do, I guess.
So after you won the second one, what was going through your head on the third one? Were you just kind of like, okay, so I do still have a chance. I'm just gonna play my best and go for it, or did you have any plans to play safe or?
Not specifically. As I go through it, I was making decisions on the fly. Like when I fought Captain Strong the second time, once he missed with his, I was ready for him to hit me after I used my first rocket, so I was ready to go to heal. But then he went to grapple me into submission, and he missed, so I went for the second rocket. So I got to make up backup strategies as I go. I don't like to plan ahead because it just, if the opportunity to take advantage of good RNG is there, then you got to kind of do that. You got to be flexible.
Awesome stuff. You have any other shout outs or anything you want to do, or are you good?
Yeah, shout outs to Arts. I mean, he killed it the entire series. These runs do not tell the story of the man who just got world record in this category on Friday. So definitely give him a follow. He runs this game just like all me, and he's really good at it. So go watch him and see really good runs. Also, shouts out to you two for commentary. It was a really good job, Temple, organizing it, and just the whole Earthbound community for welcoming me in it the last past year. It's been a blast learning and running the game.
I can't speak for everyone, but definitely for me, it's been a blast having you in the community. So
I
now
appreciate
you
it.
get to showcase Boogie percent to GDQ tomorrow. You ready?
Oh God, I honestly I didn't expect it at all. Like I was doing the test thing and I was like, no way. But you know what? We're hopefully the runs go a little better than today and we can put on a good show.
Hey, I got faith you're gonna do us proud.
I'll probably play it as safe as possible, just to not die. I don't want to die.
That's a good strategy. So thank you both for putting on a good show.